Just Us Divas, heating things up in the kitchen, Sidney Street Cafe, and your musical entertainment, Double Vision. And here are your hosts. Please welcome Cassandra Walker and Ivy Hartman.
For real, won't even begin to pretend like I got time to kill. I'm trying to make it happen right now. Right now. I'm impressed, I mean you fresh like some white towel. Fresh. The way you talk, the way you walk with just the right style. Cool. I can't deny it. I get so excited. My brody's constantly telling me to pipe down. Tripping on me, but I don't think how I see it. And he damn sure don't feel it. He tells it in a session, but they just call acceptance. For me, I just take it as a blessing. You are my love, my love, my love.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the show. I'm Cassandra Walker.
And I'm Ivy Hartman. It's 2013.
Wow.
I know.
Ivy, I remember when I was in high school and I said, when 2000 gets here, I'll be so old.
I think they've had to change the songs. Now we're going to party like it's 3012 tonight. Remember
Oh my
when
gosh.
we're going to party like it's 1999?
Oh my goodness, we're dating ourselves. Ivy, welcome back.
Thank you. It's good to be back.
We
Yeah,
missed you the last couple of months of 2012.
Yeah, and I missed you all. I was bettering myself by going to college.
Yes.
Going to grad school.
I was going to say, you've already been to college. So it's
Yeah,
grad school. Let's clarify that. You
yeah.
do have brains in that blonde hair.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm working on it and all that good stuff. As much culture as the show provides me, I needed to work on it a little bit more. And speaking of being 2013, we've been doing this show 10 years.
10 years, Ivy, because let me tell you how I know. Someone's getting ready to clap, and you can clap. I know that we're even still here. First of all, we should do like a bloopers on all the hairstyles we've had in 10 years and hair colors. That would be really fun. But you were having your first child.
How can I forget?
10 years ago when we first started the show. Wow, and now he's 10. And it's fifth grade or fourth grade?
He's in fourth grade.
Amazing.
Yeah, and you've got a 13-year-old. Your baby's 13, and
I
he's
know.
over 6
he
foot
was
tall.
3. Yeah. Can you believe that? And you know what's so funny? The show's been 10 years, but I went backwards in age. I don't know about you.
I'm feeling
I'm just
it,
saying.
you know. And we've seen a lot of faces here on the show in those 10 years.
Many.
And I'm really glad though that we have ended up with Melanie and LJ with us.
Yes,
It's been fun.
They're going to be great with the show. I'm looking forward to it. Now, if you miss any of the show, you can always catch up with us because we're on YouTube.
Yes. That's a great way to catch up with us as well as our website, Facebook, and Twitter.
Yes.
You're out there tweeting.
I'm doing better. I do more retweeting.
Yeah,
it's easier. Just push retweet. But I'm trying.
It's good stuff. And make sure you can keep up with us on all those venues.
Absolutely. Well, we're not going to keep you much longer because I know you're looking forward to our fabulous show, and it's going to be a great show. We have Micheal Young, who's an NFL player, coming on to talk about all the things he's been involved in.
He's such a neat, dynamic young man. Really fun.
He is. So stay with us. You already heard a little bit Double Vision. You're not going to want to miss them. But right now we're going to catch up with LJ because she's in the audience and she's always doing something fabulous with the audience. LJ?
Hey, Cassandra and Ivy, I am over here with fabulous people, so it's easy to do fabulous. I mean, this is one of the best looking audiences in St. Louis, is it not? And if you would like to be a part of our fabulous audience here at the STL TV studios, please just give us a call. We got tickets. We want you to have them. Come and get them. Give us a call at 314-552-2970, and you can be a part of this audience as well. And maybe you could be a guest on the show. I'm sitting here with the president of Just Us Divas, Pertanya Williams. Welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you for having us.
It's a great thing to have you here. Now, Just Us Divas, tell us about this organization.
A nonprofit organization that we got started to empower women to strive for a better today, tomorrow, and the future. We like giving back, doing things in the community. A lot of us are alumni of Sumner High School.
Oh,
we give back to our high school. We do scholarship funds. We raise money to do these type of things. So that's what we like doing, working in the community and empowering women.
Now, why was this so important to you guys?
Just the simple fact of all of the tragedies that are occurring in St. Louis and the things that are going on, and the women and the not being taught and not taught to be ladies. So we want to get back on that note where we can get that out there to young ladies about having high self-esteem and just to get them at a higher rate of what,
No, that
life.
is really, really outstanding. We don't do enough with our young girls. A lot is happening statistically with young girls, and you guys have been a catalyst for change. But you're a nonprofit organization, right?
Yes.
That means you need to raise money.
Raise money.
You got to raise money. You got to raise money so you can keep the mission and the dream alive and keep doing the things you're doing.
Exactly.
So you have an event coming up.
We have an event. We have a pre-Valentine's Day party that will be at the Ginger Bistro in the Loop.
Okay.
If you want tickets, you can reach us at 636-692-3981.
So you just got all this stuff. So what if I want to be involved with the organization? Is there a website?
Yes, it's justusdivas@gmail.com.
So we can find you. We can be a catalyst for change. We can help our young ladies be young divas in training.
Exactly.
So
and
they can be
support.
divas in life
Yes, we
the
need-
right way.
The right way.
We are so excited for you guys and the changes that you're making and the things that you're doing to help our young ladies. Now, again, the event is February.
February the 9th at the Ginger Bistro in the Delmar Loop.
And if you want tickets,
Contact one of the divas, 636-692-3981.
thank you so much for Tanya for being on the show. We got to support them. They're doing things to support our young ladies. Really, really important. Great having you, but I need to see what's going on with Mel over there in that kitchen. Mel?
Thank you so much, LJ. Joining me right now is Kevin Nashon. He's with the Sidney Street Cafe. And I just want to thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks for inviting me.
Well, we haven't even started cooking yet, but already it smells good over here. I smell greens, okay? Is my nose deceiving me or what?
No, we're definitely doing some grains, doing some crispy ham hock cakes with some collard greens, a little lemon curd, a little sauce grabiche, something really simple.
How did you come up with this recipe?
Just kind of going and tasting things and combine different ingredients, pretty much.
Yeah, so how long does it take to actually perfect a recipe to the point where you would put it in your restaurant, you put it on your menu?
I don't know. I mean, it's always evolving, so it's the restaurant's changing with the season, so you just kind of go with the seasons and just kind of try to formulate and always testing and that kind of thing. So
who helps you out with the taste testing? I mean, can I get
a whole crew.
Can I help out with
Yes,
that?
absolutely.
Can I
We
sign
can
up
sign
with
you
it?
up
You
for
sign
that
me
one.
up. I
Yeah,
just come down there
absolutely.
and just eat every day.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, seriously. Does your wife? Do the kids help you? I mean,
No,
family?
I mean the restaurant's been around for a long time, so we have a great staff and we all pretty much bounce a lot of ideas, and that kind of thing. So we're always constantly trying to evolve and make things better for the guests.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
And like you said, you guys have been around for a long time.
We have.
This is your 10-year anniversary,
Yeah,
right?
my wife and I purchased it 10 years, so we're going on our 10 years, so it'll be
Wow.
awesome. So we're sharing a little anniversary.
Yeah. Now, have you always been in the Benton Park neighborhood?
Well, when I moved back to St. Louis, yes, I in terms of business, I've never had a business before this, but I grew up in Santa Fe, New Mexico.
Okay. All right.
my
Well,
family.
we'll talk about that in a little bit. Talk about
Great.
your background, some of the menu items.
Awesome.
But right now, we're going to send it over to Cassandra and Ivy.
Thank you so much, Mel. That food smells delicious.
It's always fun to have Kevin on. He actually came on just in our first year of doing this. It's been 9 years or so ago. Kevin Nash was on the show, so it's always fun to reflect on some of those fun
It
things.
is,
Especially
and
as he celebrates his 10th anniversary.
Absolutely. So he must be doing well.
Yes, he is.
Well, Ivy, speaking of doing well, our next guest's love of football began as a youth while playing for the Matthews-Dickey Boys and Girls Club.
I love it when they come home. His passion took him away to the University of Illinois and eventually on to play for the Arizona Cardinals.
Wonderful. He continues to immerse himself in football as a color analyst and broadcaster. So please help us welcome Mr. Micheal Young. How are you?
Hey.
First steps of Lulu. I know, that's what I was going to say. You should be used to people trying to block and all that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah, you would still think I had some athletic ability, but I don't have it anymore. I'm tripping over the stage as I sit.
Probably
Yeah.
didn't even catch that. See, you gave it away. Yeah. Micheal, we talked about you working with or playing with Matthews-Dickey when you were little. How did you get introduced to football? Were you dragged kicking and screaming, or did you want to go?
Well, my dad told me, he said that I actually approached him when I was younger saying I wanted to play football. But growing up in St. Louis, I just remember the baseball Cardinals, so I wanted to play baseball. Willie McGee, Ozzie Smith. But he said that I told him I wanted to play football. They took me over to Normandy initially because that's where I grew up at. And they didn't have a team or we couldn't find the location. So we went over to Matthews Dickey, and then I signed up, and the rest was history. We never lost the city's championship.
What?
We won two national championships in Florida, so we did okay for ourselves.
So it must have been because of you.
I was a small part of it. A small part of it.
And that just caught fire because then you went on to play at the University of Illinois, like we said, and then to the Arizona Cardinals.
So you did become a Cardinal.
Yeah,
you know
I
what
know. That's neat.
It must have been a formality because I had a T-shirt that said the St. Louis Cardinals, the old big red team. So it must, it must have meant to be. So I still have it. I have it in the frame at home. So I can always tell my kids one day to say, look, it was meant for me to play for the Arizona, well, the St. Louis Cardinals, but moved out to Arizona. So
Isn't that something? Wow.
Yeah.
I like when things connect like that.
I do too.
Michael, I know you have a passion for youth as well. What is your message for high school kids right now that are thinking, hey, I want to do that. I want to play in college one day, and then I hopefully can make it to the professional ranks as well, because I know you're a big proponent of student athlete.
Well, first and foremost, if you're going to be a student, you always remember you're a student first and an athlete second. Sometimes the colleges may not seem that way, but you get a free education. That's a great gift, especially nowadays with the economic downturn and whatnot. But basically, this is your day. This is your script. So 7 in the morning, it may end all the way to 12 at night, study hall, and it's Groundhog Day all over again. But it's well worth it because even finishing school with my degree in sports management, I've been able to continue my education further on down the line, and it's been working out for me ever since.
So it sounds like some of those foundations you got at Pattonville. Is that where you were at in high
No,
school?
with the Hazelwood East.
Hazelwood. Oh, look at this.
Yeah. We actually lost to Pattonville,
So
but that's all right.
that's good. You know, they would have liked to claim you, I'm sure.
Yeah, got the state championship.
Being a student first does start in high school, though, because if you don't have that foundation, then you're
Well,
trying to.
I actually learned that at Matthew Dickey. And
Really?
the coaches, if we had bad grades, they wouldn't let us play. So they always told us to, number one, be on time. And then 2, take care of your grades. And if you take care of your business off the field, then all you have to do is focus on the game on the field. So I've been taking that same model with me all the way up to when I'm preparing for games now, whether calling the game for 101 ESPN or Fox Sports Midwest. So being a student first is most important and an athlete second because you're always going to have a career after you get done playing.
The ball stops bouncing, as my husband always says.
Yeah, that's right.
We're going to come back. We're going to go to a break. We're going to come back and talk to you about what you're doing now after football, actually playing, because you're still involved in it.
Yeah.
But I got to say, Ivy, doesn't he have a voice for broadcasting?
Yes, you do.
Can you sing?
And the ladies are saying yes, yes. And a face for TV. So there we go.
I can't sing it all.
Really? Wonderful voice.
Maybe hum something later on.
Oh, good. That'll give them a reason to come back.
Absolutely. You heard that. He may hum a little bit later on, so make sure you stay with us. Don't touch that dial.
Yeah.
We'll be right back with Michael Young right after the break.
Yeah. Yeah. Is who?
Kids will spend 15 minutes watching online videos like this one.
Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. 2 minutes twice a day. They have the time.
You, the reason why we wrote this song. You, the reason why we can't get along.
Wow, they sound great. Now we're back with Michael Young, and we talked about in the first segment that he played professional football. So was professional football what you thought it was going to be?
Oh, yeah. Actually, you know what? I just really stole 4 years of my career. I mean, I was always a fan growing up on Sundays, and I was a fan playing football, and I was living out a dream. And I wanted to be the first person in my family to turn professional. I did that, and it was a great ride for me, put it that way.
He makes it sound really seamless and easy, but we know that the stats are there.
It's a lot of hard work.
Right.
It's a lot of hard work. I mean, countless hours working out 2 or 3 times a day, but you still have a lot of time on your hands after the fact, but you still have to make, good off the field decisions. Yeah, because we kind of see that when young guys coming in the league, they have all this time on their hands after they're getting done working out, making choiceless choices. But if you stick around long enough, you hang around guys like Aeneas Williams or Ronald McKinnon, kind of point you in the right direction.
Absolutely.
Speaking of the right direction, sorry to cut you off. You have taken what your past has given you in terms of football and parlayed this into another career. Talk about what you've been up to broadcasting.
Just doing a little bit of work. I went over to Lindenwood. Actually, first of all, let me back up a little bit more.
Okay.
I started here first.
Oh, yeah!
So, I started here first. Demetrius Johnson, he gave me a chance to come on with him and kind of fumble my words a little bit, doing some JFL games and high school games. So I made it back to the green room. So I officially made it. Any other time I would come in, any other time I would come in, they'd say, okay, just go sit in the corner and we'll call you out when we're ready. But
Michael who? What?
Yeah, I know, yeah. But it just basically just starting out my career, I went to the NFL broadcast boot camp. So I wanted to make sure I got serious about it. And they kind of put you through an exact boot camp. So they put you on like a big screen, high definition, and all the major networks are there. I mean, you name it, Fox, CBS, ESPN. And they evaluate your performance. And then they kind of keep track of what you're doing throughout your career. Awesome. I had the opportunity to go back, kind of fine tune some things. And got to 101 ESPN, doing a Rams post-game show, some college games of Fox Sports Midwest State Championship. So I'm on the right path. Hopefully, one day I could maybe pull a Michael Strahan or not.
Wouldn't that be something?
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I mean, you really do have the voice for broadcasting. A lot of times people want to get into it, and then there's some people who are just gifted with it, either with the voice or with the presence. I know I would love to have done that boot camp. Wouldn't you, Ivy?
Oh, my goodness,
Then some people shy away from that. They don't like camera, lights, action. So you also had to feel comfortable with being in front of an audience.
Well, it just takes a lot of reps. I mean, they always say repetition, repetition, repetition. And once you get that under your belt, then it's just like how we're having the conversation right now. And people, once they get into class, they say, okay, I want to do it or I don't want to do it. So.
And you have to have the knowledge. I mean, you have the knowledge base of the players and understand what they're doing. And that's what I respect a lot about the commentators that are out there, because they've played and then they can put that personal spin on. And even though the game has changed maybe since Howie Long has played or whatever, but what Chris is playing now. And so I think that that's always kind of a neat perspective.
I agree.
What has been in some of these different careers you've had, what's been the most memorable experience or takeaway for you?
I would just say coming home and playing in front of family and friends at the Edward Jones Dome. Although we lost the game, I got a chance to get a hit on the quarterback or two, made a couple of plays. And when I walked down the tunnel, went by the team bus, I had to fly back to Arizona, but I was trying to let the coaches say, hey, listen, I can go down to my mom's house, I can reach you all back. Probably would have done it if we won the game, but to be able to play in front of family and friends, people who supported me since my Matthew Dickey days, come see me play, that was important.
I bet it was. Have you been back to Matthews Dickey's and spoke to your children?
Yeah, I go back frequently, and I just want to make sure that you're always going to be a student first and athlete second, and then make good decisions, because they're getting at that age where peer pressure may take over.
Girls.
If you got goals, write them down. Put a target date on your goals. Just don't write them down, but just kind of have a date to where you want to actually achieve it, and then support yourself with some good people around you that'll help you get to your goals.
And favorite things about St. Louis, or another passion of yours that
toasted ravioli.
Really?
Toasted ravioli.
Really?
Yeah, a little bit of Emo's
If
pizza
Mama's
too.
not here, then the toasted ravioli can come on back.
That's funny.
Yeah, I spent a lot of money at Emo's, and I always have to have toasted ravioli with my pizza.
Oh, and now I know. Note to self: opening Emo's franchise by Michael's house.
There we go.
Yeah, you make a lot of money. Yeah.
Michael, how can people reach you? They're watching the interview now, and they're saying, hey, I'd like to contact him, follow him on Twitter or whatever. How can they reach you?
Yeah, just follow me on Twitter. Yeah, Michael, so it's Micheal, Young, and then the number 2. Just
All right.
add Michael Young, too.
Perfect, and he's got michaelyoung.lockerdome.com as
Follow me
well.
on that, too, yeah.
Hey, you keep up the good work. We look forward to seeing
Yeah.
what's
Appreciate
new
it, yeah.
and
Maybe we can all three host something.
What's
one time.
next with
Wouldn't that
my
be
life?
nice? I like that.
That
We'd
would
love
be
to have
good.
it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Michael.
Appreciate it.
Well, that was a great interview, but
was
we
fun.
still have more coming up, so stay with us because Mel right now is in the kitchen. I think she's cooking or maybe assisting. Mel?
Getting dirty?
I do all right in the kitchen, but I'm going to leave this to the professional. Kevin Nashon with Sidney Street Cafe. Let's get started. Let's get started.
So doing something really simple, just little collards with some crispy ham hock cake, a little sauce corbiche, and a little lemon curd. So
it's smelling good. Now, you've got a very interesting background. You actually spent a lot of years in New Mexico, right?
Yeah, I grew up in New Mexico,
Yeah.
and then I lived in New Orleans for about 2 to 3 years,
That's a
and
great
I lived
food-
in
that's a great food
great
city.
food
I've
city.
been there.
Did lived in New York for about 4 years, and
Also
then
another excellent food city.
yeah. And then I lived in Spain and France, and so I kind of made my way. And
Now, does your time in any of these other locations, New Mexico or New Orleans or New York, does that kind of play into your style of cooking?
Obviously, pragmatically, absolutely, because you kind of are what your influences are. So it's definitely played a major role in what our style is and cooking and flavors. And I worked at a restaurant in New Orleans called Commander's Palace, and so really incredible experience there. And so I got a lot of my southern roots from there, and I love cooking that kind of
So different.
food.
You got New Orleans and you
It
got
is.
the,
It's all
the
over the place. In the
Southwest.
Southwest, and it's like, it's important, I think, to be well versed and to give a kind of just dynamic experience. So it's, you can't really put your finger on it, and just a lot of flavors coming through.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's kind of what you would find at Sidney Street. It's.
I see you're starting to plate here. How important is presentation? Because
I mean,
sometimes I see these dishes, it's like a
at
work
the
of art.
restaurant, there's a lot of stuff that goes on to a lot of the dishes. We try to keep it simple, especially here in. But absolutely, a lot
It's
of
like
work.
you almost don't want to eat it.
Well, you
Almost.
do.
Almost.
But yeah, almost.
So how long does it take to perfect the not only the taste but the look of it?
It just honestly really just depends on like what you're trying to accomplish and that kind of thing. It's, you can make it as simple and as difficult as you want, but most importantly, it has to taste good. So,
And this is actually a dish that you serve in your restaurant?
It is, and it just kind of.
Or is it more seasonal?
It is, but like right now it's winter, so you think of like ham hocks and collards and all the beautiful little kind of flavors that kind of like play a role too. So.
Do you have any vegan dishes at your restaurant?
Absolutely, we do a lot of stuff with vegetarian, and because we're seasonal and that kind of thing. We have in our parking lot we have a 100-yard garden. So like right when you drive up into the restaurant, it's all raised beds, and so we get to through April through September, we're always plugging away on that, and it's fun. Yeah, it's really fun.
Definitely comes
Absolutely,
in handy.
and obviously in the winter you're kind of strapped. So you're kind of even with the farms around here, we're in winter, so everything's frozen.
Yeah.
So you gotta,
and the market's not that far from you.
exactly.
Yeah.
So
Now you went to school at SLU, right?
I did. I did an undergrad at SLU and graduated with marketing poli-sci, and then I went to Culinary Institute of America in Hyde Park, New York. And
But you came back.
I did.
You came back. What brought you back?
A girl, my wife.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah, and 2 kids later.
That's a perfect
Thanks.
reason.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to try this. Kevin, thank you so much
Thanks
for
a lot for
coming
having me.
on. And of course, their website is sydneystreetcafe.com, so log on and check that out. All right, LJ, let's send it over to you.
You've heard him once. It's time to hear him again. Get ready for the musical entertainment of Double Vision.
Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. Wouldn't say it was love at first sight. But to keep from even saying that word, took on my mic. For real. Won't even begin to pretend like I got time to kill. I'm trying to make it happen right now. I'm impressed. I mean, you fresh like some white towel. The way you talk, the way you walk with just the right style. Cool. I can't deny it. I get so excited. My brody's constantly telling me to pipe down. Tripping, homie. But he don't see it how I see it. And he damn sure don't feel it. He calls it an obsession. But I just take it blessing. For me, I just take it as a blessing. You are my love, my love, my love. 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 Second time around, you trying to clown. Got me out my way, playing these games, trying to chase you down. And I admit, I'm a tad bit intrigued, just to see what you got up your sleeve. Believe me when I say this, I got a lot of them, drop a lot of them. But hey, miss, you stay at the top of my playlist. Although I'm somewhat famous, in your presence I may as well be faceless. And like the opposite of faithless, I'm faithful and grateful to the one up above, And like the opposite of faceless, I'm faithful and grateful to the one up above for making you my love, my love, my love. Come on. My love, my love, my love. You are my love, my love, my love. You are my love, my love, my love. You are my love, my love, my love. Greetings and salutation. It's obvious to me you and I are of the same vibration. No stagnation. Well, I'm on the phone and let them know that his position's been filled. His service no longer needed. It's sweet, I love it. Yeah, said I love it.
Very fun, very fun. I'd like to thank our chef for coming on, Kevin Nashin with Sidney Street Cafe. Again, log on to their website, sydneystreetcafe.com.
And we had a great time with our guests, Just Us Divas, and we loved having Micheal Young on the show. Very fun.
I know, and you know what? We also want to thank our sponsors for taking such good care of us, and also our audience here and at home. And you know, didn't they do an awesome job, Double Vision? I loved it. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Yeah. Double Vision. Take it away, guys.
Hey, I'm seeing double.
I am too.
Oh, all right. Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3. Drinking liquor from the bottle, straight, no chase. Needless to say, I'm on one. Better give him space. See you eyeing on the highway. Thank God it's Friday. Probably get into some things that I'm bound to. Regret. Yeah, life's a short trip, but I'm down for the ride. If I'm feeling the vibe. Come on. Oh. Nothing to lose. Everything to gain and nothing to lose. Everything to gain and nothing to lose. Everything to gain and nothing to lose. Nothing to lose. Everything to gain and nothing to lose. Nothing to lose. Nothing to lose. I got everything to gain and nothing to lose. Everything to gain and nothing to lose. Everything to gain and nothing to lose. I got nothing to lose. I got nothing to lose. Brand new day without $1 to my name. Brand new day without $1 to my name. Another way to say I got nothing to lose and everything to gain. Money, clothes, and a whole lot of fame. Vanity don't know nothing about sanity, cause I've already gone insane. Sick in the brain, Wu-Tang. Here to bring the pain. Simple and plain, I ain't going nowhere, and I'm here to bring the same. I used to be one of them rappers that would act like money was nothing.